Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So it's a little out and about video. So I'd been on Facebook. I'd been searching around. It'd been a little while since I'd kind of bought something substantial or that. I'm still consciously a little bit on my getting back into Transformers. I don't think I'm going to dive big into it, but I've been looking at Smith's toys and stuff, and as you're all aware, obviously I went to another shop to trade some stuff in and didn't buy anything there. I kind of felt like I was left out, like I needed to buy something. Probably silly, the collector and me, but yeah. So I went out and I went to TK Maxx, Smith's Toys, and B&M. I didn't record anything at TK Maxx, unfortunately, because it was rushing in and out there. But let's get to the footage. And here we are in B&M. So the first thing I noticed on the bottom shelf, you see we got these X-Men figures. So here we have Cyclops. There's a few more. I think of Jean Grey. There she is, kind of phoenixy like. And then there was a Storm at the back. I'm trying to get at now. There she is. I quite like the style of this. They're quite cool. I mean, they're only $40.99 from there, so they're not too bad. Some Witcher figures. There's a bit of a zoom out, show you a bit more what's going on. So you've got some Grogu's there, loads of random bits. My B&M is a little all over the place to say. Some of the boy stuff's up here, and it's very kids. Loads of play stuff, loads of girls. So I'm not quite sure. Here we go, more of the guy stuff. Obviously we've got some Pokemon, some Sonic there, Minecraft, bit of Mario Kart at the top. And then looking around more, obviously they have the new turtle figures in, but no kind of pricing for them, so that was quite interesting. Obviously I think they're $10.99 in Smiths, so it's interesting that B&M are stocking them. Obviously my Hero Academia figures there, overhaul I think that was, some Bakugan, some cheapish Transformers, and see more Turtle stuff, more Transformers, the cheap tacky stuff that nobody really wants to buy half the time. Then we have some more figurines. So we have a Punisher there that looks alright, and a Black Cat. Then we have Hawkeye. Sorry, I didn't get a good picture there. The Taskmaster, I do really like the look of that. And then a few other kind of statues. We have McFarlane. Not many McFarlane figures there, unfortunately. Mine never has. And then a few of the minifigures from Marvel and stuff. There's some Kong at the top. Some more Marvel stuff. So quite a lot of the cheap, easy to find toys. I find some Nerf guns as we go around. There's some dinosaurs, some stuff. And I'll zoom on. Yeah, it reminds me very much of Dino Riders there. It's funny how they kind of brought this back. Looking at more dinosaurs. Just looking around, more dinosaurs. Loads of dinosaurs everywhere. Oh, now some more kid stuff. And now we're into Smith's Toys. As you see, they have a massive Jurassic Park range. I do like the look of the T-Rex. Obviously, they're only like 30 quid now. And then you've got the massive ones at the bottom. I think they were 45, 50. So the problem is they look cool, but the size, you see like absolutely massive amount of Jurassic Park. Quite a lot of the same thing, but obviously they are stacking up. It must be the holidays and that. A few more different dinosaurs, and the little socks hiding at the top there from Buzz Lightyear. Then we go to the anime section. So some Naruto, My Hero Academia, and Demon Slayer are quite common. Obviously, there's a bit anime is becoming a little bit more popular with figures and stuff. So then we got loads and loads of the same Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z figures, and then to some Sonic. And they say they've stocked but they're stocked to the same sort of thing. If you look, this is the same figure all the way across. Like they must have had like a few hundred. Some plushies and some Marios, more Super Mario figures. They look quite cool. I may pick them up if they're discounted, but I'm not invested in the price at the minute yet. Some Power Rangers stuff from Dino Fury that are still trying to sell. And then Master of the Universe Battle Cat that they've been trying to sell for a 10 for ages. And then Roblox. I played the game, but I don't really know much about the toys. Obviously, this seems to be kind of the new common in thing. And then I've gone a bit ahead, so obviously some Marvel Legends down at the bottom. 25, obviously there's Captain Marvel.
Scott Pym, not Scott Lang, sorry, even. Yeah, looking, it's just the same, only the same few figures. There's a few from Guardians, so Groot, Rocket, and Adam Warlock, and a Star-Lord there. Again, a few more bits here, there, and everywhere, like the cheap sets. There's some Spider-Verse figures there. I think I take a look in a minute. Yep, there's Spider-Man 2099. I say the body proportions are a little bit out for me. Again, Spot. It's the thin legs and stuff. I feel like they're going to be an absolute pain to pose, so I'm not going to pick any of them up. Lots of Turtle stuff. Obviously, this is again from the new movie. You see they're obviously stocking up to the tees, all the figures. Only 11 quid. So I think that they're very reasonably priced. So that is good to see. Obviously, some ooze you can get, and then we have the play set for 90 quid, and then I think it was, there you go, 40 quid for a truck. So quite good prices on the Turtle stuff, so it's good to see. They had a few other Turtles bits there, and some Harry Potter just up to the side. Then you come to the DC stuff. I then decided to look around the other side. They're Minecraft and whatever these are, I have no idea. Bakugan stuff, know of it, and some Stranger Things. So there are starting to be some very interesting trends in toys coming about. Let me go back here. Obviously, those eggs, they seem to be very popular. A bit of baby Grogu's there. Then we have a Black Series. I think this guy was from The Mandalorian. He was on sale. Not a massive Star Wars fan and collecting the figures, so I kind of skim over that. And then obviously we have DC. Again, they kind of a Kingdom Come Batman. Then Wile E. Coyote Batman. And Bugs Bunny Batman as well, just at the side there. So just looking at the vehicles, obviously there's people walking around, so I had to be a bit careful trying to not get them in the shots. Some Blue Beetle stuff starting to work its way through as well. And then going along here, so this is where kind of the pops are. All the cheap ones are in the ends, and so I'm kind of try to be out the pop game, but sometimes I do come across the odd one that I do like. Then obviously wrestlers. I used to be a big wrestling fan, but not now, so I kind of skim over here. I go to this section because this is where all the Avatar stuff is. Obviously 20 quid steal for those mecha. I'm waiting for it to drop a little bit more before I invest in that. I'm not too fussed. I did want the crab. They did knock the crab down to 20, but I missed out on that one. So here's some John Cena and other wrestlers like that people may be aware of, past and future. This I thought interesting, obviously from across the Spider-Verse. They've done some pops, and they've done the Vulture one, which I quite like that style. I just wished if they'd done a figure of him in Marvel Legends, I probably would pick him up. Then we go along to the Transformers. Obviously we have Crash Bar there. He's reduced down. You see a lot. They've had a lot of reductions here. So I say some good looking Transformers, and they're starting to get reasonably priced. Obviously I do like that Hot Shot, but yeah, and I do like the Bumblebee from War of Cybertron, but I'm not paying £27 as of yet. I've got that Barricade already. I like the alternate version colour scheme of the Junkion. And I think that's from the TV series there. You've got Bombshell. Air Razor down to 20 quid. And as you remember from the previous video, I went into that toy store and they were charging 25 for it loose. As you see, I highlight it here. It's 20 quid, but they were selling Dragon Megatron from Beast Wars, £56. Cheetah. I do like the look of Cheetah. 35 quid isn't too reasonable. I do like the Optimus Prime there. And there we go. So you saw obviously my trips around B&M and Smith's Toys. So yeah, so what did I collect? Obviously giving away. So in TK Maxx, I'd seen about this. This is $7.99. So this is a shattered glass version of Blur. So I'd seen people struggling to get these. I'm normally quite lucky when I first see it. If I go to my one, I have lucked out. So that's what I did. I had time after work and before I went to play football when I found this, and I say £8. You can't really go wrong here. Box is a bit battered up. I do have
a blur figure. I believe I have a blur figure actually. Now thinking of that, I'm now questioning myself. I think I have the original version of this. I don't have a shattered glass version, and they're really nice. So I'm on the fence of whether to open this and I have a duplicate of something. I only keep duplicates of kind of the Insecticons and the Sharkticons even. So this is what I first started off with. Yeah, so I had no footage of TK Maxx, apologies for that. So then we went there. So then I went to B&M, looked around. I was looking for more or less the DC universe, multiverse line from McFarlane, and they did have a few, as you can see from there. Never the ones I want in there. Every time I've been into multiple B&Ms all over the place, and they never have any of the figures I want. It's just is what it is. So I wasn't begrudging that. And then we went into Smith's Toys. As I said in the video, as you saw, like the air razors now down to 20 quid, and I saw that in the toy shop. I tried trading for £24 loose, so that really begs the question. But I'm not going to go into that. There's not, you know, I'm not bitter or anything. So the reason that I had gone into Smith's Toys mainly, I'd seen something was a little bit reduced, and it was Crash Bar. So he was, I think, 25, and now he's 20. So I do like the Junkians. I do have the bigger guy who's the bike, and then I know there's a third one come out and you can link them together. So I bought this guy. As you can see, he kind of separates and stuff into be a bike or a funny looking bike, and you can link it with the other one. So I quite like the fact you can kind of link and play with the Junkians. We never really got too many of them. I'm glad they're pumping more out, because I like to have a load in there, because then I can kind of, when I get enough, I would like to maybe I've already changed a little bit my collection to have Galvatron to have a bit more of a space and stuff, and I kind of thinking I might do like a movie section over part of it, because I already have some of them sectioned off. So that was the second one I got. And while I was there, I was looking around and I saw something that people have been quite big about, new one that had just popped in, and this was 25. So this was Beachcomber. I don't really remember it. I've seen this figure, I've seen obviously all the cartoons, so I will remember him in there, but I never thought he had a big bit. But yeah, he is quite a lot of people have raved about him, even though he's been a little figure. He is quite good on the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I was happy to find at least a one of him in there. There was a few, so I only took one out. That's normally what I do for most things. And yeah, now he's added to the collection. So it's 3 Transformers that I got. I say that I say it's funny with, like, you see like regular it's 25, and like this was 25 and 20, and then obviously you go in TK Maxx and £8, and it's, let's comparison one of the size of the figures. You'll see like that it's a slightly bigger figure and stuff, which is silly prices, but obviously TK Maxx is quite a budget thing, and when they have good sales, I mean they do have a lot of them. There was some Marvel Legends and stuff they had in there, and stuff for like 20 quid. So maybe if they go really cheap, I might look to pick 1 or 2 of them up. But I'm majorly out of that. Anyway, I waffled. That is obviously my pickup. Quite Transformers heavy on this video, but you know, I say starting to get back into it, but only in small dribs and drabs. Otherwise, I've been Cypher Sigma. Hope you enjoyed the videos, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.